The condor as well is not concerned with Machu Picchu. The condor gliding here. The condors live near the mountain ranges, so they nest on this kind of rocky mountain cliffs.
What is on the other side? Or which way are we going? That's this side?
No, this is the way back to the exit. They already closed the entrance of Picchu Mountain because the last person signing out is like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Because some other people just spend 3, 4, 5 hours up and down all day when they hike. On the other side of the mountain is where the Incas built the Temple of the Moon or the Great Cave.
Una pregunta, ¿los guías por dónde siguen de acá?
Por acá.
Ah, por acá.
¿Con quién está
Hemos
usted?
perdido
¿Con Alex?
nuestro guía. ¿Ah?
¿Con quién está?
Con uno de blanco, ¿cómo se llama?
Alex. Alex. ¿Una vaquita nomás?
Sí, bajito que estaba de blanco, que estaba viejito.
Por acá está ahí.
Hemos perdido.
You want water, mi amor?
What?
You want water?
Alex, por acá.
Y esto, señor, es solo una roca que está ahí por...
Ah, esta, la que tenemos acá.
Ajá. O también representa un cerro.
The building of the city Machu Picchu was not finished all, it was always in progress. Yeah, come here please and observe. Probably Inca people tried to replicate that little mountain, Picchu Mountain.
Yeah, that's true. So maybe that other one was the replica of the other mountain too.
Maybe.
We should have an Inca ancestor talking to us on a video or something. Yeah.
Yes. Huh?
Over there. And the thing that they do kind of get like a little poking stone.
I know.
So this is probably leftover of the building.
Oh, the best with the Incas, I said that were the fabrics, textiles. Some fancy garments elaborated also in this kind of workshops. I said that the Inca king or the great lord, for example, in Cusco City or wherever he lived, had worn the nice garments once. He never repeated the same one twice. For the best gifts for the Spanish people from the Incas were the fabrics, textiles, clothes, and Spanish people refused those clothes and said, we want gold, silver. Yeah, that's what's shining.
That's Spanish. Like the condor kind.
Sí, vamos a pasar ahí, vamos a finalizar el tour. That is the Inca trail that comes to that big V-shaped mountain pass
Yeah.
in Inca times. The royalty arrived here from up down, the workers from down up. The Inca king was carried when they programmed the spiritual pilgrimage. These kind of big buildings use as dining rooms where they share food twice a day. Women cooked for the workers, and in these kind of big dining rooms they use the cushions to sit on. Cushions or animal skin. There were no tables or chairs. With Inca people there were no furniture.
It took like 7.
What?
Took like 7. What were the cushions made of?
The animal skins or the llama alpaca. Well, the population all in all America ate with spoon. Spoon had its origins in America, not in Europe. Or in Asia, people ate with chopsticks. Fork was created in Italy for the 1700s.
The
Not
spoons
before.
were created here.
In America, Incas, Mayans, Aztecs, in North America, people ate with spoon from wood or animal bone or gold, silver. So the basic diet of those people was corn, potato, the llama alpaca meat, sometimes seafood or quinoa, for example. The very nutritious food is what Incas cultivated in the highlands. The quinoa now became as the space food. 38 years ago, the NASA in the United States took the quinoa up to the space.
We eat quinoa.
Yeah, very nutritious, healthy food. The quinoa.
Let's make more quinoa salad. Were the virgins of Inca culture lived around here too, or not?
Say again?
The virgins or the women, the pure women or something, did they live here?
No, in Cusco City.
Oh.
What we know is that men and women were treated equally in Inca times, so they just concentrated a group of women who were only servants of the priests and priestesses, as personal servants of the priests and priestesses. The Inca king never was allowed to be married with the maidens or virgins of the sun. But the Inca king had other many different concubines after his main wife. The Coya, the queen, was his main wife. He had as many as he wanted with different other concubines called the Palias. The concubines were the Palias. The queen was the Coya. Coya, the queen, Palias. The princesses were the Nustas, and the virgins of the sun were the Aglias. Different group of Aglias.
And the Aglias will be called for the Incas? Or?
No, the concubines were the Palias.
Okay.
Different hierarchies.
Mm-hmm.
With the group of women with the royalty.
So the offspring of concubines and the king, did they have like high status, or
Yes.
they were treated as nobility?
Yeah, very important people as well. But with the royal sons, with the queen, the Coya, the royal sons were educated and compete for the crown, not the bastard sons. They only recognize as the next Inca king only to the smartest son. No, always the eldest one.
Okay,
only
so
the
the-
smartest one. That's why Atahualpa, who was a bastard son who was born in Quito City, Ecuador, triumphed against his half-brother who was born in Cusco City, Huascar. Those two half-brothers fought for the crown, for the power. Yeah, another ceremonial stone table to worship the snow-covered mountains, the glaciers that we cannot see now. We are in between the eastern and western different mountain ranges, where the investigators found the best with the Inca offerings, human sacrifices. 17 frozen bodies is what they already found in Peru, Chile, Argentina. The human sacrifices that they practice with children. The ice preserved very well these bodies. An American scientist, Mr. Johann Reinhardt, is the one who found these frozen bodies with all the proof that they were sacrificed. On the way to the glaciers is when the priests provide them drugs. Drugging them gradually is how they killed them. Not like the Mayans or Aztecs. So these people died by overdoses.
Oh wow.
So we know how Inca people look like physically, with the chocolate color skin, the black hair, or the instead fleece mantle, the long tunic instead fleece, or the shoes like moccasins or sandals. They never were with bare feet, they had nice footwear.
Oh, we were wondering how they would walk all this.
Yeah, with their shoes like the moccasins or sandals. Or the Incas' life expectancy was 40.
40 years only?
In Europe was 38.
So
Well, if they were eating really well, or like good food or natural, how would they die? So
what about
They
nobility?
had their own sicknesses like yellow fever, malaria, leishmaniasis.
No, the lifetime expectancy for nobility was also 40, or was it a
No,
little
a
higher?
little bit longer. Sometimes over 50.
So the shaman, for example, would just cure a noble person if they got sick, right? I guess.
They had natural medicine. They use different kind of healing herbs.
Yeah.
Need to pee?
Go. I'll pee when we get out.
Probably the group of female healers, shamans, who practice the Inca medicine lived in the interiors of these different houses. It's where the National Geographic Society with the investigators found the female tools, instruments used by the healers.
A
The
female
Inca
what?
medicine, the healers, las curanderas, la medicina inca está en manos de las mujeres. The group of women practice the Inca medicine.
So women shamans, not
Yeah.
guy shamans.
Both with the shamans and the healers as well, but they found only female tools, instruments used by the healers in the interiors of the different houses. Or with the 178 tombs found in the cemetery, 48% of the burials or tombs report female population.
You got the whole thing? No, picture?
Oh, the pretty orchids or flowers up there blooming today. They are the 1 day orchids. Just blooming just for 1 day into 2 or 3 months.
Oh wow.
So when the sun rises from that east direction in between June and December, comes through this open window and illuminates the early morning of March 23rd, half on the circle, exactly this half. And this other half, the early morning of September 23rd, is when they had marked the 2 equinoxes of autumn and spring.
What about that one?
No,
Is
it's
that
only on that circle what we observe.
Okay. So this is
Oh, with having water in these 2 round-shaped carvings, probably they had observed the reflection of the sky with the star, the moon, of the sun. That's why they call them as espejos de agua. That means the
Water mirrors.
water mirror.
Tenían que... Bueno, difícil de acceso, ¿no? Era difícil.
Creo que aquí sin permiso total.